Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a simple trap beat in Logic in under 10 minutes. So I'm just going to jump straight into this. So let's start with a kick. So I'm going to put on an EQ and add a lot of low. There we go. But you don't want it clipping obviously and sounding distorted. So I'm going to throw on a limiter. Alright, so now it should sound, yep, that's good. Alright, so it sounds bassy, that's good. I'm going to duplicate this track. I'm going to cut the high because this is for the snare. Or, I mean cut the low, sorry. You don't need the low, there's no reason to keep it in there. Then I'm going to put on some reverb, turn that down. I just want to fill a little bit of space. Snare, alright. This isn't going to be a beginner's tutorial, by the way. You need to know how Logic works, but it's not going to be super complicated either. It's just to show you guys how I work and how I do things a little bit. So I'm going to lay the kick out. You can copy this. It's really generic. A lot of people use this sort of thing. Alright. And for the snare, I like to put it on the third beat of every measure. Except on the fourth measure, I like to switch it up a little bit because for transitions it sounds good. Alright, I like that. So now let's start with our hats. I'm going to bring in an open hat here. Oh yeah, so this is going to be only drums, guys. No melody, but it's still going to be useful, I think, for a bunch of you. If you're a pro, you can click off. I'm by no means a pro, but I think this type of beat works well, especially if you're pressed for time. So, open hat, if you're using one like me, turn the volume down. You don't want it too aggressive and fighting with everything else for volume. So I'm going to put it on beats 2 and 4 of every measure except for this last one here, because again, transitions are important. You want to switch it up. I'm not sure I like that. That sounds good. I like that. Okay, for this closed hat, a lot of people will just put it on beats 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and keep it like that the entire way through. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do something a little bit more complicated. So again, guys, no plugins required for this. All you need is Logic and a sample library. If you want these specific samples, just ask in the comments and I shall provide. Throw in some triplets because it makes it more interesting. How are we ending this off here? No, scratch that. I'm just gonna do dun dun dun. There we go. There you go. So that's your basic hat line. Let's get a crash in here. I always use the same one. Where is it there? Oh. Alright. So turn the volume down again. For these sort of percussive elements, I don't want them standing out too much. I just want them to fill space in the background. For those quick ones, you can shorten it. It sounds pretty good. Put them... Generally, you want to have them coming in where the kick is. Alright, so I think I'm gonna get some percussion in here. Or percussion, there we go. I'm going to try all these out. Chances are you guys can't hear this because I'm only recording within Logic, so give me a second, I'll find a good one here. The idea with percussion is just to add a little bit of variety to the beat. We don't want it sounding too generic, even though we're only making it in 10 minutes. Okay, let's use this one, fair enough. Alright. So I'm gonna sort of layer it over the snares. Generally, it's a good rhythm to have. I'm gonna get a bell as well because it just sounds good with the rest of the beat. I lay it in on beats 1 and 3 because then it accentuates the kick and snare. So you get the idea. It's pretty simple. Alright, so I'm going to layer this over the hat. So it doesn't sound great, but you guys get the idea. There we go. So now we've got a pretty solid thing going here. Let me check the time. We're not at 10 minutes yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an 808. I'll show you guys a little bit of a sampler 808. So this one, I think I like. Yeah. So we're going to open a software instrument because we're going to pitch this. And you can pitch this to whichever key you're working in. Bringing up this sampler, I like it better than the others. Drag that in there. Open it up. So now... Alright, here we go. So I'm just going to record a random note. And then we're going to lay it out. I guess I'll just pick a random note. So you want it generally just like the crash coming in on every kick. That sounds pretty good. Pitch it up an octave if you want variety. There we go. So right now I'm just making it come in at every single kick. That sounds nice. Let's switch this ending up a little bit, just because we got time. Alright guys, that's pretty much your beat in 10 minutes. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, subscribe, like it, comment, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. I appreciate all the feedback. See you guys later.